My name is Reena, and I am one of the PMs on Azure Files team. It's great to have you here. Hope you guys are having a great Ignite. And thank you for coming to this session. And just to take a little bit of poll, how many of you over here has used Azure Files? Okay, pretty good. Azure File Sync? Awesome. And how many have never heard about Azure File Sync before this? Pretty good. That's what we are here for. We are here for learning how to deploy Azure File Sync so you can be like a zero to hero in 20 minutes. So let's get started. So in general, organizations have a lot of file servers. You have file servers that you start spinning up as your organization grows, your department grows, and you have multiple departments. So each department starts creating their own file servers. The data in that file servers keep growing. And as in how the data in the file servers keep growing, you have to keep on managing that data, the space in that file server, and it's a mess. You have to create, manage your backup, your security, and as in how the space gets over, you have to basically plan for more capacity, buy more hardware, and so on and so forth. So wouldn't it be great if there was a solution where you can move all this data to cloud? Well, let's face it, moving to cloud is not easy. You will already have users who are using their file servers the way they are using today. And you cannot go and tell every user, hey, now there is this new way of using a file server. And only these kind of security will work, and only this kind of authentication will work. You don't want to say that. You want to let your users continue using Azure, the files and the file server the way they have been using today. However, you do want to reduce your on-premises storage footprint and reduce the management cost and save money, because in general, moving to cloud is saving on your compute cost, your data center cost, your power, everything is going to reduce. You're only going to be paying for your storage, and only as much as you use. So that's why we, as a product team, thought about creating Azure File Sync. And Azure File Sync is a product that you have been, it's a pretty familiar product. You have been using Windows Server for your file servers for a long time. And you want to continue using that, and it's a familiar product. So with Azure File Sync, you can actually continue to use your on-premises Windows Server, but tier your data into cloud. So what this means is all the data that you have on your file server will sit in the cloud, but yet your most frequently used data will sit next to you on your file server. So that means you will not be compromising on any of the performance or any of the experience that your end users have been having with the file share. The second advantage of actually file sync is you get direct access to your data in the cloud. And that kind of enables you to do multiple things with it. For example, you can completely get rid of your on-premises backup and do the whole backup in cloud. Or you can write additional Azure services on top of the Azure files. So it's a best of both worlds, where you can actually continue using your data as is on-prem and suddenly open up all these opportunities by your data moving into cloud. The second advantage is you now have all your data centralized in a single store in the cloud. So that way, your data will be able to replicate to multiple sites. So imagine, you now have a new branch office. You had started syncing Seattle, and now suddenly you have Orlando, which needs access to the same data. You will be able to easily set up a server in Orlando because your data is centrally located in the cloud, and you will not have any downtime or any replication that you have to do. Like right now, currently, if you want to replicate something, you have to set up DFSR and those kind of things, and that's just tedious. So this will make it super simple because your data is centrally located in a single location. The next advantage of Azure File Sync is cloud backup, which we briefly touched upon, that you will be actually not be required to do any backup on premises because all your data is essentially available in the cloud, and you can enable any kind of backup. So we already have Azure Backup integration, but we have a system feature of snapshots, which any cloud provider or any backup provider can take advantage of. And you can actually integrate with Azure Files and start taking backup within the cloud. And the last, and but not the least, is the fast DR scenario. Imagine you had a disaster where one of your file servers on one of your branch offices suddenly went down. You will be able to bring up a new file server within no time. The way it works is as soon as you enable sync on a certain file server, it will start bringing down the metadata in no time. The data will start coming down as and how you start accessing the data. So in general, you take such a long time in case you had a disaster by bringing up a new file server. With Azure File Sync, it's almost instantaneous. So let's go and see a little bit of cloud tiering demo. So cloud tiering, a little bit about what cloud tiering is you can actually specify an optional parameter when you create your sync group to specify that how much amount of data you want to keep on premises. Your entire data set will be in the cloud. However, you can define that, hey, I know I use around 20% of my data on premises, and I want access to it to be high performant. So you can actually specify cloud tiering policy, and you can suddenly free up the space on premises and move your data on cloud. So what demo will show, and this is a video recorded demo, where I have a sync group where I have a server and a cloud point edges registered. And as soon as I enable a cloud tiering policy, it will free up my space from on-premises, and I will show you how that is done. So what you see on the screen is a sync service, and there is a sync group which has both your server endpoint and your cloud endpoint where the data is syncing to each other. So the cloud endpoint is the number one, and the second one is the server endpoint, which is essentially your server. What you see over here is cloud tiering is right now disabled. We are enabling it to 50%. And if you see the bell icon, it's still enabling the cloud tiering policy. And this is the server which it is right now enabling the cloud tiering policy on. If you see, my D drive is almost full. Now my cloud tiering is enabled, and suddenly I have the space all available in my D drive. And I will just to show you what happened, I'm going into my D drive, and here are all the files I have. The file that is not tiered, the size is still 50 on each, on disk as well as on the actual size, whereas the file size, which are tiered, the size on disk is 0, yet the size on the metadata size, it says that it's 50 megabytes. So this file has been tiered. However, it has the metadata stored on premises. So you can simply double-click on this file, and as soon as you double-click it, it seamlessly starts syncing back onto your on-premises. And as you saw, suddenly you had a bunch of free space that opens up on your file server by just enabling Azure File Sync. So let's see how all of this works. So deploying Azure File Sync is super simple. You just need to learn how to install an application, which we all have been doing since we were in school. And you need to be able to use Azure Portal. Just by these two skills, you can actually enable Azure File Sync on as many servers as you want. So deploying File Sync is 4 simple steps. What you see over here is there are servers which are sitting on-prem, and currently you don't have anything in the cloud. And as step number 1, you'll be creating a storage account with a file share. So this is simple portal workflow where you can go to the portal and create a file share right from the portal. Second thing we are going to do is create a sync group, again from the portal. What this will do is as soon as we have a sync group associated to a cloud endpoint, the cloud endpoint and the sync group will kind of, start talking to each other. Now we install a sync agent on each of the servers which we want to start talking to each other, so that these two servers will remain in sync with each other. And currently, they are not talking to the cloud endpoint, but as part of the sync group installation, the sync agent installation, sorry, they will start talking to Azure File Share endpoint, because there will be a step with the UI, and we will see it in a few minutes, that will ask like which endpoint you want to start the sync group to start talking to. And the last one is you go to your cloud and just tie everything together. So think about sync group as a logical entity where all the components talk to each other and all the components remain in sync. So essentially, the sync group has the file share endpoint, which is called the cloud endpoint, and it has the server endpoints, and all of these will talk to each other and remain in sync. Any changes made to any of these entities will propagate to the other entities in that group. So let's go a little bit and look at in real action. Step number 1 is creating a storage account and creating a file share. So we'll first create a storage account, simple few steps, where not even few steps, it's actually just a single step, where you have to just put in the name of the storage account and the resource group and just hit create. The second step is creating file share. So once this, I'm fast forwarding and I'm assuming that the storage account is created. And now I'm going to my storage account and just hitting the plus file share and putting the name of the file share and hitting create. And that's it. The file share is created. So this was the step number 1. Step number 2 is creating the sync group. What we will do over here is we will have a storage sync service, and we will have the storage sync service, and we will create a sync group within the sync service and associate the sync group to the cloud file share that we just created. So here, you find Azure File Sync, hit create, just give it a name, give it a resource group, and you will hit create. And here you will be able to create a sync service. You can have multiple sync group in the sync service, but now once it gets created, I will be able to create a sync group. Just again, within the service, create a sync group by just giving it a name and associating it to the previously created file share and the storage account, and it will start actually showing that as the cloud endpoint. Each sync group can have only one cloud endpoint. We are working on having multiple cloud endpoints, but that is a future work item. And there, the file share that we created got associated, and we hit create, and you have a sync group. So now you're done with the first 2 steps of creating your Azure File Sync. Step number 3, you essentially just install the sync agent, and this is like any other installation that you have been doing on Windows Server. What it will do is, as a step for installing, after the install is done, it will ask for which sync group that you want to associate this server to, and we can just provide, we can log into our Azure subscription and associate it to that particular sync group from our Azure service. So here you will see, from your portal, you have a download link, which takes you to the download page. You can select the appropriate version, which version of the server you have, Windows 2016 or 2008, 12 R2. And you can just hit next. And it will start with a normal installer process. Let the installation complete. Now it will automatically pop up another dialog, which now will ask you for which sync group you want to associate your server to. So it's just selecting the sync group that we just created, and it will register. And as soon as it registers, we will start seeing the sync group showing up the endpoint, the server endpoint. So now the server shows over here. Currently, it's still not associated to each other. So there is this one last step where we now tie everything together. So now we have already created the file share. We've already installed the sync agent, and we have told that this is the sync group that we want to start talking to. We've still not given what path that we want to sync to. So it'll ask you in this step for which path in your file system you want to start syncing your data to, right? So now it has 0 server endpoints. We are adding a server endpoint by simple few click of a button. It's already, from the previous step, it has a registered server. I will just try to see that which path I want to register from my server. This is the path I want to start syncing my file shares to. And just hit create. And that's it. It will start creating server endpoint, and it will start syncing all your files from that particular path to your cloud server. So this is as simple as it is. We are already done creating our storage sync service in just 4 simple steps. It's super easy, super intuitive. You don't need to learn any new tools. It's using the portal and your Windows server. So just to recap what we did, we set up the prerequisites, we created a sync group, registered a server, and then just tied up everything together. And now suddenly we have the access from not just on-prem, but also from cloud and using your existing users the way they have been using it on-prem, the way they have been using it right now. There is no change required. Now let's see, what are some of the things that we can take you guys can take back so that you're using the right set of things. The first thing is we have an eval tool that will kind of scan your environment, your file system, so that you know that the kind of files, whether there are any special characters or whether the path length is long. You will know which, whether your system is compatible with Azure File Sync or not, and it will give you an eval report where it will tell you what are the things that are compatible, what is it not. For example, we only support 2012 R2 and above, all the OSs above 2012 R2. And if you're running the eval tool on an older version, it'll kind of flag that. So it'll do a bunch of these checks. And you really want to run this just to evaluate whether your file server is a good candidate for Azure File Sync or not. Second is, as you mentioned, what happens is you have your current backup on premises. Sometimes customers are confused. They're like, oh, but I have a subset of my data on premises. What will it happen to that data? All the data is in the cloud. Just use the cloud backup, and you will be secure. And Azure Backup has a very tight integration already with Azure Files. There are more and more providers who are helping out to build this. So in case you're using any other backup provider, we are working with them, or we are welcome if there is any backup provider in the cloud, come talk to us. We have more and more backup providers coming and integrating with Azure Files. We usually keep our agent updated, and we kind of periodically release new versions of our agent. These versions essentially sit on your Windows server, and they kind of look at your tiering policy, and it intelligently, for example, one of the recent updates that we are releasing is having a date-based policy in addition to the policy where you can actually specify free space. So we keep on adding more and more updates into our sync agent. You want to make sure you take advantage of all those new updates. And if you just turn on Microsoft Update on, you will get the latest and the greatest agent as soon as it's available. So make sure your Microsoft Update is turned on. And as in any sync service, you want to avoid full system scans. Sometimes what happens is we have customers who are like, oh, all our files are getting recalled back. What's going on? And they didn't know that there was an antivirus who is kind of, going and sniffing each and every file, and it's kind of bringing it down. We have in file system, there is an attribute called as skip offline files. If the provider is antivirus provider or backup provider or any other provider they are skipping and they are kind of respecting and that particular attribute, you'll be fine. But there are a list of providers which don't. So make sure that we have the recommendation in our documentation on which providers we have checked who do the right thing of skipping the offline files and don't scan, so that you're not doing full system scans and bringing down all the data unnecessarily. And when in trouble, we see a lot of customers doing the Microsoft way of, oh, let me reboot, let me recreate. Don't do that. Recreating the server endpoint and creating it will not solve your issue. There are specific troubleshooting steps that we have published in our documentation, and you can actually look at the event logs, which is inbuilt into your Windows server, to see what's going on. And in case of any issues, we are always listening on forums like MSDN, Stack Overflow, etc. And you can always file a support ticket, and we are usually very good. Like as a product team, we try to get back to the customer as fast as possible if it is a CRI. And there are some documentation resources over here in the deck. This deck will be made available after the talk. And you will be getting more information, what's new in the underlying Azure Files platform, what's new, what's coming, and more exciting stuff in our session, which is happening tomorrow. So definitely make sure you attend our session tomorrow, where we will be talking about how Azure Files got bigger, better, and faster. And you can take advantage of all of that by enrolling yourself into those previews and, try it out, give us feedback. You guys have eval forms. Some of them have, some of them don't. Please fill them out and leave them where you are. We'd really like to get your feedback, and we'd really like to listen to you. I'll be staying back after the session around here for some time. So if you have any questions, we can take it until the end of the session. And I will be sticking around. So please feel free to come and stop by. Our file booth is right there. And we are over there all day long. So you can come talk to us anytime on the booth as well. And you guys have been a fantastic audience. Thank you so much. And really appreciate you coming over here. And hope you enjoy the rest of your Ignite.